This is it right here, and this is the only truck GM and Ram cannot compete with, and it is available here at Camco Ford in West Valley, Utah. If you would like to purchase it, be sure to ask for Ken. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys can see options and features on this build. Here's the description at the top. This truck is 4x2, Atlas blue is the paint, and then this is a short listing of the standard equipment. Down below, this does have the 103A equipment group for $11.95. 5-liter V8 has no charge, and there's really no options on this truck. Base price comes in at $38,810. Destination is $19.95 for a total price of $42,000 even. And here are the fuel economy numbers off to the side. My friend just bought this truck, and he's pretty much planning to run about 1,000 horsepower out of it. Take a quick peek at it. Now, most guys are looking to lower these trucks and try to take them to the drag strip to get the lowest quarter mile. I think that the better way to go is to lift this truck, and because of this nice blue color, you could use this truck to tow your nice boat or your race car. I'm just saying, I think that's the route I would go for sure. Now, I wish that Ford did offer a sport package that painted the bumpers, but what you're getting in this package is good enough. Now, up front, you guys can see it does have that black grille, LED headlights and fog lights. Down below, no front parking sensors, no 360 camera, active grille shutters right there. And here's a quick peek at that hood. Independent front suspension. It's gonna have that coilover setup, double wishbone, aluminum steer knuckle, and then they do give you a fabric material for the liner. And then here are the tires. These are Michelin Primacy LTX tires. It's gonna be a 245 70 17-inch wheel, 6 lug. And then here's a side view of the truck. Some of the badging on the side. And this truck does still have blind spot, right? Standard bed. There is a long bed option too. And I'm sure you guys noticed the reason why this truck was a little bit more cheaper than the last one I did was because it's 4x2. So you can save some money if you don't need that 4-wheel drive system. And you're just gonna have incandescent bulbs and these tail lights, rear parking sensors, class 4 hitch, clean design on that tailgate. There is a backup camera right there. And a little bit of storage on the side. Actually, there's storage on that side as well. They do provide the defrost and that rear glass. And then down below, 373 with the locker. You guys see that spare tire right there? It's a good looking pickup. And you do have a 7-inch 4-pin for your trailer. And here's a nice side view. Now, if you don't know, this engine was introduced back in 2011 for the F150. They did updates to it in 2018. So this engine is going to have the plasma wire arc transfer for the cylinder liners, 4-bolt main bearing caps, and a deep crankcase. Also, forged steel crankshaft, forged powder metal connecting rods, and this engine does have the piston cooling jets too. And that's kind of why you can make more power, because it's pretty overbuilt for the most part. It is direct and port injection. This engine makes 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque with a 12-to-1 compression ratio. That's kind of high when you think about it, but you can still run regular fuel in this engine. 10-speed transmission behind it. I think that for what you're getting in this package, Ford should do more for this single cab truck. I think that they added a sport package, an off-road package with appearance. So add the trimmer package, give you the nicer 33-inch tires, painted bumpers with the black bumpers with the modular bumper that they give you on the trimmer. That would be cool, but they don't do any of that kind of stuff for this truck. At 40 grand, I'd spend another 7,000 making it what I want from the factory, right? Everything would be covered under the factory warranty. But yeah, I think that we have to drive this truck because we got to see what the 0 to 60 is without the four-wheel drive. All right, let's go ahead and check out the interior and we'll do that. There ain't much to see in here, but you still have power windows, power mirrors, door locks, and I would say that the interior is pretty basic. You have a manual seat right here. No lumbar support. Let's see, tilt and telescoping. Yep, tilt and telescoping still there. Lighting controls are automatic, fog light controls are there, electronic parking brake. And this does have that workstation in this truck too. Now when you step inside, they give you all the controls on the steering wheel, 12-inch display, and I love that. Also the locker with your drive modes are down below. Open storage on that side, LED interior lights, and no mirror on this side. However, you do just have one on that side. A little bit of storage behind these seats too. And if this is your first time seeing this workstation, this does slide all the way out and this does tilt to the side, and it does hide the cup holders and storage back here, or if you want it, you still have the cup holders there. You still have to insert a key to start it up. And who doesn't love the column shifter? I love the column shifter on these trucks. There's your backup camera there. Also, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. On this side, glove box, power, 2 Type-Cs. Yeah, this is a nice truck. Let's take it for a drive. I know that these trucks aren't that popular. Most people want, at the very least, a super cab or something like that, but the crew cab obviously is going to be the hot seller. But for those people just wanting just a basic truck like this, it would be nice to have an off-road package that would offer some nice upgrades, or again a sport package like I said. But I get it, you're not going to make a ton of money with these trucks, and the manufacturers don't see the value in building them that way. So it would be nice to see an ordered option available for those things. But one thing I like about how simple this truck is, you can buy a truck like this, 40 grand, obviously you can get a discount on this, so you can get the truck for under 40 grand. And you can add, figure what, 3 grand into this truck? Exhaust, tune, intake. I don't know what else you would probably be able to do on a natural aspirated engine outside of supercharging it or turbocharging it, but you could probably make this truck a contender on the road is what I'm trying to say, right? A sport truck. Or if you want an off-road truck that still has that extra performance, right? If you tow a boat, it would be nice to be able to have that extra power out of this engine. So if you were cruising in this, the biggest issue with these engines today, they're so quiet. Now I know that some people like that, but you would never know this is a V8 until you you see the step down. There was 2 step downs on that transmission. Brake feel is good, and even for this shorter wheelbase truck, I mean it's really comfortable. Of course, Ford has their soft seats, big steering wheel. Love the 12-inch. I mean, this truck is loaded. For what you're getting in this is a loaded pickup. You have the 12-inch display. It gives you all the temperatures. Let's see real quickly. Gauges. So, engine coolant is 77 degrees today. 189 degrees for the engine coolant. Transmission's at 172. Engine oil is 188. Ford trucks do run a little bit warmer for sure. But overall, this is a nice package truck. I think that if my wife and I if we were empty nesters, this would be a fun project truck for sure. Here we go. Oh, wow.
30, 60,
like to note, this truck was in normal mode with traction control on. And I didn't even lay into the, well, I guess I did, but I didn't like, I think I laid it in as hard as I thought I did, but man, this truck was just spinning. And so of course you don't have as much weight on the front end, so this truck is lighter. We still managed to do 0 to 60 in like just at 7 seconds. Now if you can't see it, I'll call out to you. You guys see that? That is 4,400 feet, basically 4,500 feet altitude. So we're pretty high up, and we still managed to get 7 seconds. Now if I were to do it again, like, because now I know that this truck's just gonna spin, I probably could get it in that 6.8. I would think 6 seconds, 6.8 seconds, easily. But yeah, this truck was moving. I could definitely tell. I had to lay off a little bit on the accelerator, just a little bit, and then I just kind of gradually went back down. And we still got 7 seconds, 0 to 60. Crazy. Gross axle weight rating out front's gonna be 2,850. The rear's gonna be 3,800 pounds. Gross vehicle rating is going to be 6,250 pounds. You guys see the axle code's an L6. Wheels are 17 by 7.5 wide. And all in payload is pretty big, 1,827 pounds. 36 PSI all the way around for the tire pressure. You guys see right there? That's what the truck weighs on the curb. So this truck is lightweight, 4,423 pounds. If this truck had the right tires, we probably could have easily gotten in the mid 6s, probably low 6s for sure. But this truck is available here at Ken Garv in West Valley, Utah. Be sure to ask your Ken. See you guys soon.